Sup chooms, how y'all living? Hope everything is Nova and you're all having a preem week. So for those of you hair loss switchers who are sick of me talking about seed oils and butter, rejoice, we are officially back to the topic of hair loss switchery. And what better way to reintroduce the hair loss than discussing the illustrious Dutastride master race in all of the glory grand as the master race may be. There is still a lot of misinformation about Dutastride online, especially in regards to its efficacy. I already addressed this in previous video, but today I'd like to go more in depth with just how effective Dutastride actually is at defeating the slaphead curse, because I think a lot of people cannot fathom just how effective this treatment really is. A lot of the skeptics right now is due to gaslights about drug efficacy from hair loss communities like Trustless, where every day we hear someone talking about how they are on Dutastride but still losing ground. Oftentimes we'll even hear people claim that they are on 2.5 milligram of Dutastride and they are still rapidly losing their hair, even though 2.5 milligram of Dutastride is literally the strongest treatment you can possibly take. But you will notice one thing in common about all the people who make these claims: they never have any photographic evidence to back any of their claims up. They just expect everybody to take on faith that Dutastride, a drug which is even more effective than finasteride, is not stopping their hair loss or even making it any worse. And oftentimes it seems that people are taking it on faith every time someone uploads a post claiming they are losing hair on Dutastride. Oh, you asshole. Never hear anyone ask, well, do you have any proof? Well, I'm here today to tell you that Dutastride making your hair loss worse is completely impossible, because his mother was a... The people who claim they're losing their hair on Dutastride are either panicking about a treatment shed, or they're just trolling out of all the people who have ever claimed that Dutastride made their hair loss worse. Not a single one of them has ever shown any objective data to verify it, like showing us data from a photo tricker. The claims, motherfucker, claims being that the Dutastride isn't working, having gone unchallenged for far too long. It calls upon me to these people's asshole. Your mom was a whore. Are not losing hairs on Dutastride. In fact, we now have new data looking directly at DHT levels in the hair follicles themselves, and it shows that Dutastride was actually your father's unsolicited affair. So more than we previously thought, Dutastride suppresses DHT in the hair follicles to the point where DHT levels are unmeasurable. So there are some old studies that measured how much finasteride and Dutastride suppressed DHT in the blood serum and in the skin of scalp like tissues. And fuck your mom, I'm gonna rape her. DHT more than finasteride. Thus, if you look like actual percentages, you can see that dose of just 0.1 milligram of Dutastride suppresses serum DHT by almost the same amount of a dose of 5 milligram of finasteride per day. Dutastride at 0.1 milligram a day suppresses serum DHT by 70%, while finasteride 5 milligrams per day suppresses by 73%. That's why an alternative to finasteride peasantry is to join Dutastride middle class, because the way you get roughly the same benefits on hair growth as finasteride, but with possibly a lower risk of side effects. I talk about that in my low dose Dutastride video that I'll link below here. However, the standard measure Dutastride race is around 0.5 milligrams at Dutastride per day. Dutastride outperforms finasteride by suppressing DHT levels by 92%. If you want to go even further than that, there is the Dutastride master race amongst the master race, which is called the Dutastride exalterate race, which uses a dose of 2.5 milligram per day. That exalted dose suppresses serum DHT levels by even more than 0.5 milligram. 96% 2.5 milligram Dutastride is most powerful hair loss treatment in existence today that can be used safely. But what's much more important than serum DHT suppression in scalp? DHT suppression, because that's where the hair follicles are obviously in the scalp. DHT was suppressed by 41% by finasteride at a dose of 5 milligram per day. It was little less suppressed by Dutastride at 0.1 kg per day at 20. Too many numbers, man. Fuck this shit. You guys are such piece of shits. Your parents are fucked up. Alright? Just listen to me, okay? Subscribe to this YouTube channel and I'll see you in the next one.